Alright, it's Syncr0. Let me check out. I'm checking your replay. So, let's see. Starting the game. This is against Akuma Glazer. Hilarious name. So let me just start off. That is crazy. I'm, I'm sorry. It's rude to laugh at what you're doing. But jumping immediately is so unsafe. Um, when you start around, you really should just be blocking. I mean, what's the risk reward here? So you jump and you get a punish, or yeah, you jump and you hit them. You get a jumping combo. You do okay damage. You get Oki, but you can get anti-aired really easily. And like, what if someone else does it? But like, it's just that's just insanely risky. Um, there's no need to do that. Um, it does hit. So that's okay. Hold on. What? So it what? So dive kick. You mash jab. Okay. And then you do. So you could have done a light combo here. You could have done light jab, light kick. That medium spiral. You could have done. Um, you could have done heavy punch, heavy spiral arrow. But you didn't do a combo here. You just kind of maybe panic master or something. For the most part, when you get a dive kick, light punch, and then medium spiral, or light kick medium spiral is pretty much always going to connect. If you're closer, then better stuff will connect. But this doesn't make sense. You actually got the risky thing, and then you didn't even get your reward. So what's the point of risk reward if you didn't even get your reward? You know. So you jump over him again. That pressure would be reasonable if it was on block. I mean, even then, that's like you jumped, but then you did like you went. No, it's. Let me see the whole thing. Okay, so he does a safe reply, random DI, missed your spiral. I mean, it doesn't really make sense. Okay, random DI again with okay, good Oki. Yeah, you have a comp. Okay, this is strange. Like, okay, so. Okay. So he does. He does. We're not gonna worry about him. Well, we are worried about him, but we're more focused on you. So, he jumps and blocks. You block his jab. You get a random DI. That was kind of random and unreliable, but you did get it. Okay, you did an okay combo. I mean, it could have been much better, but you did something. And you have Oki, and you meet him with a jab. But then, like, that's actually a great combo. I like that combo. I like doing light jab, light jab, meaty, or light jab, then medium spiral. You did the right spiral arrow, so that's good. But this clearly isn't practiced. If you're, it is kind of hard because it is sometimes like a 2-frame link. I think it is a 2-frame link, but like that can be labbed. I miss it sometimes, but I get the impression you're not labbing it enough. Okay, full screen spin knuckle. That's a habit I had to stop doing. It's just like medium screen. It's okay. Like if you're like 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 if you're like around here or a little closer, spin knuckle can be okay. It's still reactable, but it's okay. But full screen, like. It's just too easy for someone to jab, or like even super you. So again, I ask you, like when you do this full screen spin knuckle, are you really evaluating the risk and reward? Like, are you thinking when I do a spin knuckle, if it hits, I will get this reward. If it misses or he punishes me, I will lose this much health. Like, are you thinking of all of that? or are we just kind of neutral skipping to close the distance and just doing something because it feels good, you know? Or maybe it's an autopilot, you know? Like sometimes you just need to have someone point out to like not do it on autopilot. So I mean, this could be a good step. All right, so another random. So you got like 3 DIs, right? So if DIs work, that's great. But a better player will notice how much you're doing it, and I'll just wait. Like I would just wait for your DI, and then I DI you back, and you lose all your health. So I mean, this should be done a lot more sparingly. If it works, cool. But like, it's okay. Alright, so. Oh, I went to head. I meant to go back. That hooligan's reactable full screen, so I wouldn't recommend it. Full screen. Let me see. Yeah, I would be a little closer than that. Then he jumped. You really should just be blocking for the first like 2-3 seconds of the game. Like, you don't have to ape like the first second of the game. You don't have to do that. He could have done a lot more with that. He could have done a full jumping combo. He could have done so much, but he didn't. Like he could have put your health like all the way down here or something. Okay, that's a good fight. He gets heavy punch. He does nothing with it. Okay. Full screen hooligan. Do the heavy hooligan. The light hooligan and the medium and the heavy hooligan have different arches. Like the light hooligan goes way up. The medium hooligan goes like a more rounder, a lower arch, and the heavy hooligan is like the hardest to the ground arch. So a heavy punch hooligan will close the distance faster. It'll get to them faster. You only want to do a light hooligan on meaty or like on offense, because like when you're on top of them, because then like when you're high up, like when you're this high up, it's harder for them to hit you like without getting punished. But yeah, just full screen light hooligan is really dangerous, mostly for the full screen part, to be honest. So you were I swear you were minus. Hold up. You're not. Are you plus on? Hold on. There's no way. Okay, plus 2. I didn't know that was. Well, okay, plus 2. So he could have. Oh no. Damn. I actually thought that was minus. I didn't know that. Okay, cool. So yeah, that was good. You take your turn. Well, you keep your turn, I guess. Okay, that's the right arrow. You do a strange shimmy when he wasn't even up yet. Okay, you're minus 12. Akuma's looking at your butt. Akuma. Random DI. Okay, nice.
Sacrifice yourself to the sus we know how.
Just do the rest of it. This is good. There's a lot to look at here. Alright, so a few takeaways, stuff I already mentioned. We'll play again. I was gonna look at other replays, but I think this says a lot already. So I'm just gonna cite specific things. So, beginning of the match, just block. When you are playing the game, you need to just block and see what your opponent is doing, right? jumping instantly is risky for the risk is just so unnecessary. So risk mitigation, right? So jumping immediately, doing a drive rush immediately, spiral immediately, super immediately. It is all. Do not ever do that. Just block for the when the round starts. Just block and see what they do. And when you just block, you will see how crazy other people are on round start. Patience wins most of the time. You need to have your combos ready for when this connects. So, you can do spiral arrow, light punch, medium arrow, spiral. If you're right next to them, you can do spiral arrow. Um, I'll show that. I'll show that in the. Oh, I can't. My shit's not working. Look up combos for after spiral arrow connects. You can do target combo after this, other things like that. But you need to have this combo ready at the very least. You should not be doing. You gotta hit. You could have got Oki. You could have hit. You could have. When you got that spiral arrow, you could have punched him, knocked him down with the spiral arrow. You would have been on top of him, and you'd been close to the corner. In a lot of games, that's like seriously favorable to you winning the entire round. So just think about that. You know, like that. This could have given you like half a win, and then maybe another good play would give you the rest of the win. Even though his health bar is super full, that would have effectively down the line given you half his health. You know, if that makes sense. Like the situation, like him being close to the corner, him having to guess, him like being scared. Should I EXDP? Should I wake up super? You block it and then you take more of his health. Like all that health you could potentially get is a lot easier when you have Oki and they're closer to the corner. And you could have got that here if you knocked him down, but you didn't do your combo. So learn your combo. If you're not sure what to do, look it up on YouTube or look up like you can look up like, you know, Cammy high level player or something and watch for when they do that combo. They disclaimer, it might be like they might do stuff that's like very situational, so that's a little bit of disclaimer. Else YouTube bread and butter sort of thing. Look at that. So random DIs, yeah. So that's gonna work on a bad player. That won't work on someone who's better. You're gonna get blown up. Like it might work for now, but down the line, people are gonna recognize that, and that's gonna get you killed. So I would say there's one more thing. I think it's in this round. Although it's kind of in the round. Yeah, this here. So you have your like combo. So that's kind of down to just knowing your fundamentals. So and know like. So I think you need to round. If I were to put them in a priority order, I would say firstly, you need to go to the lab and practice your combos. If you connect your spiral arrow, you need to practice that spiral arrow combo 10 times in a row on each side. If you fail, restart. If you get a meaty light jab, if you get a meaty, practice that meaty combo in the training room 10 times on each side. If you fail, start again. When the rounds, and so that's like just ironing out your stuff, because like I can't tell you what sucks more than when you get a great situation but then you don't even know your stuff well enough, and you're just your muscle memory isn't there yet. So it's part of the learning experience, but your muscle memory needs to be on lock. Like you should be so good with your own combos, you're only looking at Akuma. Like you're never worried about what you're gonna do, because when Akuma wakes up, I will meaty him, and I'll do the full combo. And now all I'm thinking about is Akuma gonna EXDP or block or those sort of things, So seriously, iron out your B&Bs. I think they'll go a long way. Second thing, don't round start, just block. Play a lot slower in general. Like down the line in the match too, you're doing like full screen specials. Uh, like, like yeah, like don't yeah, like slow it down. Like let them come to you. Like if you're you didn't anti-air at all, by the way. Like this whole game, like if you let him come to you, you could have just easily anti-aired him. So slow down, let them come to you. So iron out your combos, your B&Bs, your bread and butters. Slow down, let your opponent come to you. Let them kill themselves by coming to you and you anti-air them, or they come to you and you hit a button. And kind of in a similar vein of being patient, like these. Oops, not. Oh, I can upload that. Sure, but I meant to do these random drive impacts. Way too risky. So yeah, iron out your B&Bs. Slow it the fuck down. Don't do full screen things. Also, like I said, you didn't do any anti-air, so do that. Learn like lab those. There's a training mode thing. I wish I could show you, but my Fi Stick actually my Fi Stick just died. But yeah, those things, those that should help you a lot. So if you actually have practiced those very well, if you're not sure how to practice them, you can look up a YouTube tutorial. How do I practice my combos? How do I practice? Like it's all there. It all exists already. Like it's just up to you to spend the time and effort, or the honestly just the energy, the brain energy to do it. So I'm sure you can. So best of luck.